Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Cuphead. We're doing a cold open today so that we can get that done. Good. Got it. I'm talking, of course, about completing 4 parries in a row, so that when we go back to the juggler, he might have a reward for us, one they strongly hinted about last time. And in fact, when we go back, we're going to get a gold coin. Well, first, I have to make sure that I don't die on this boss that we already beat. Ooh! I almost choked a little bit. I think it would have been fine if I had died. I think the progress would have saved for that, but better to not take the chance and ruin my perfect deathless record that's about to get obliterated in the next stage. Also, that's not going to improve our rating, but it's not going to lower it either. Basically, as long as we maintain an average of an A across every single boss fight in the game, that's totally adequate. In fact, that's what I'm aiming for, because we'll also get a special reward for having done that. Oh, I can't come up here to get across to the juggler. At least not until we do the boss you saw on the right, the dragon tail wrapped around the tower. Grim Matchstick. So we have to take the mountain pass shortcut around. And while we're on the way around, we might as well knock out a couple of things, like Funfair Fever, the first running gun of Inkwell Isle 1, as well as a couple of bosses. So starting from here on out, I'm going to show a different way of completing. Damn, I may as well just retry right off the bat if I take a hit that early. A different way of completing the 6 running gun platforming levels that are in the game. I'm also going to be going back to the Inkwell Isle number 1 levels to do those this way as well. You can actually complete the passive. By the way, that pink bell that you parry off of to get up here, that does not count for the shit. Oh man. Oh, this is going bad. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Like, this one's hard enough to get past without taking a hit. So, this might just be a throwaway run. Yeah, no, you have to be really, really precise to get through that without taking a hit. Yeah, you can do these completely pacifist. You can do pacifist runs of these levels, and there is a ranking in the game that denotes that. Like, it's a feature. And there's a reward for doing all 6 pacifists as well that will show off. It is incredibly hard to do so, but it's really rewarding. And when you go and do these pacifist runs, it gives a real appreciation for how tightly designed these levels are. Because there are details about how, like, specific enemies and hazards are placed that don't add up until you do the pacifist run and go, oh, hey, they thought this through really, really carefully so that this would be possible. Oh, that's so good. That's like the thing that I've been having the most trouble getting through. Since I have 3 HP, I don't mind taking that hit. There's something that you can bait out that will let you parry to get over him. Oh, I'm feeling real confident now. These stupid pretzels pose a real problem because you have to precisely dash under them while avoiding the condiments that are coming from the off-screen, from the hot dog. Hot dog! But yeah, I feel super confident. There's basically no way to lose at this point, even though I took that stupid hit. It is, again, kind of hard to dash precisely over him without getting clipped. It's awesome, though, and it doesn't matter how poorly you perform on every other aspect of it. Your grade, whenever you complete a pacifist run, is always going to be a P. Those runs are so fun, but also super fucking nerve-wracking. That took me a good, like, 5, maybe 6 attempts. We'll see later when we visit Quadratus. Oh, this is the best NPC! Something you may not have noticed is the color and the symbol on the flags when you beat a level or a boss. They denote how you performed. Like that flag had the P on it, denoting that we did that run as a pacifist. Gold flagpoles usually mean you completed a level with a high rank. Ones with a grayed out cup on the flag, I think means you did it on normal mode instead of simple, which I think leaves it blank. I could be a little bit off on that. And so on. Also, the sound effect for the flag coming out of the ground, almost forgot to say this, it was made by tapping drumsticks on... Hold on. Yeah, this is my second favorite theme in the game, right after King Dice's. It's so good! It's so good! The sound of the flagpole coming out of the ground is made by tapping drumsticks on porcelain cups. God, it's so good! So a lot of the Foley work is thematically appropriate, because a lot of it uses some kind of, like, a cup or a pot or a pan or something to create the sound. I think it's really cute that they're so dedicated to, like, being thematically appropriate. Also, that's such a great animation, especially with the boom coming out. The onomatopoeia. And you get a little bit of a Ride of the Valkyrie in there, too. Oop, this is dicey just because that pink bird was still on screen. That ray gun is such a non-threat. That's my favorite super animation. Like, bar none. That's so good. There we go. We move into the fourth phase, which is the last one, and where the bombs really come in handy. The bombs act kind of like the lobber shot. A little pink poop. Oh, I can't parry it. Didn't make it down in time. I didn't want to risk it. Yeah, the lobber, we can get that. The lobber shot from Pork Rind Shop. Woo, that was very nice. Very clutch parry. Boom! Oh, that's always satisfying. Dude, look at these cannibal birds. Everyone in Cuphead is so psyched about cannibalism. There was the fish who was fishing on Inkwell Isle 1. Those fucking birds getting ready to eat Wally. Wally Warble. Ooh, perfect score. That's the first one we got on, boss. Gotten a lot of A minuses and A's. Awesome. Wally Warbles. Yeah, there's another, like, really good bit of Foley that we will hear. Or that we have heard, actually. No, I'm thinking of a different one. Oh no, we've heard it. We're gonna come down to Quadratus real quick. Oh, look how messed up his face looks. Yeah, those 5 deaths are all from the pacifist run on Funhouse. Bleh. Now we get to fight another boss who will definitely give us some deaths. Fucking Beppi the Clown. Oh, Beppi, you suck. But they used, what was I gonna say? They used modulated feedback from a guitar to. By the way, you have to shoot these ducks or you will dash into them. They will hurt you. They have hitboxes. Also note, you could see the train coming in the way in the background, layered there. That'll come in a second. Shit, how did I fuck that parry up? Yeah, it was to produce the noise that you hear when the genie's head turns into a light bulb before the 4th phase in the genie boss fight. That's modulated feedback from a guitar. That's super cool. Oh, this phase is the one I really hate. Because sometimes the train comes at just the wrong time and you have to jump to get onto the train. And sometimes you jump and he just happens to be spitting at that exact moment. I think it's horseshit. It's one of the biggest reasons I don't like Beppi. Oh, like that almost happened. I died anyway. Fuck. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this thought. Finally. I've had like this particular affinity for guitar feedback being used in creative ways ever since I found out that Tom Morello used a kill switch to chop up feedback for a part in, I think it's Ashes in the Fall. It's not Sleep Now in the Fire. I would know if that was, because that's my favorite Rage Against the Machine song. I'm pretty sure it's Ashes in the Fall. Might be Bulls on Parade? Struggling. Ooh, I almost made it through that. Struggling to remember that right now. And kind of blending that talk about soundtracks and thematically appropriate foley and cool unconventional things being brought into songs. This is totally unrelated to Cuphead, but Mick Gordon modulated the sound of a chainsaw to use in parts of the Doom soundtrack, which you'll occasionally hear like that sound. That's a modulated chainsaw. Makes me love that soundtrack even more. Fucking Mick Gordon is so good.
A great slam and then stop. And begin.
Big Duck! There are totally plenty of chances to parry stuff throughout this fight, but that's my favorite one to parry. It's also the easiest one. Like, you take risks parrying other things. The horseshoes in Phase 3 are a pain in the ass. These fucking infuriating balloon animals suck to parry. It's so hard keeping track of where the balloon animals are going to come out. It feels like you're at the mercy of luck, even though you're totally not. Oh, Beppi. Oh, fuck you, Beppi. This is gonna be the one. This is great. Whenever he does that, you can also stand directly underneath him, but I get too paranoid with the train. Oh, no. When he does the golden horseshoe, you can stand directly underneath him if there's not a train coming, which you can always see in the background. I don't feel super great going into this phase with just one hit point, because this is actually a really hard part of the fight. Just these goddamn penguins, they start lobbing like rapid fire baseballs at you. This will get me through this phase, and then the train will come that kills them all. Then I better finish him real quick. Come on, come on, come on, come on, please. Thank you. Jesus, Beppi is still so hard. I honestly think Beppi is one of the top 3 hardest fights in this goddamn game. I would say him, the final boss, and one we have not seen yet. Oh, I think that's also the first boss we did not get an A on. Which is fine, we just need an average of an A across all the boss fights. Also, there is a hidden coin right behind this trailer, as soon as you beat Beppi and come up north. Let's get our gold coin from this dude, too. Heard you managed to parry 4 times in a row. I bet you're so proud you could bust. Here's the coin to reward your persistence, boys. Don't spend it all in one place now. That brings us closer to the 30 coin total throughout the entire game. Now for our next running gun. It doesn't matter what shot we have equipped, since we're not going to be shooting anything, but Super R2 is always helpful. Actually, Super R2 is invaluable in Funhouse Frazzle. It's one of the few opportunities where you will get to use it.
Here goes.
Also, Smoke Dash is kind of... Wait, did I equip Smoke Dash? I think I might... Yeah, I still had coffee on. Whew. Okay. As I was saying, Smoke Dash is invaluable in this level. Oops. These cards are a super cool gimmick. Once you parry them, They basically reverse gravity a la, like, VVV. Oh, shit. No, we can't be taking early, easy hits like that. This level has way too much potential for damage. So you need to save those hits for things that are actually hard to avoid. So we smoke dash through the duck. And we're gonna kind of farm super here for a second. Because I just want that as an insurance policy for the very end. Because it gets really, really hectic later on. Like, this is already a really hard level. But having that can kind of take some of the burden off. And there it is. Whoops, we want to be down. This wall, the mouth on either end is what spits the cars out. But now that we've approached it, it only does 2 at a time. And there's a way to get past this wall. That's pacifist enough. It died of a broken heart or something, but we didn't kill it. Oh, I should also note we were parrying the ducks and the ducks were dying. That's fine. Killing things only gets marked against you in the pacifist run if you do it by shooting. If you parry something out of existence, like that, is that Jack? Like, if you were to parry that and kill it that way, that'd be totally fine for the pacifist. That's a 6 smoke dash I did. I'm just gonna pop this now so we can retain 2 HP for the end. Dope, 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 dope. This gives us a guaranteed way to get through this, because this is a little bit harder to time. The mouth stays open for a second or two after the tongue retracts back in, but since we have a hit of HP, of padding, we could just dash through and not even have to wait for the tongue. Dope. That level is much, much harder than I made it look. I'm kind of surprised I got that on the first attempt, not counting the one that I retried, but that's a very, very stressful level. But hey, we got both pacifist runs for Inkwell Isle 2 done. We just have to go back for the one in Inkwell Isle 1, and then we'll also have the ones in 3 ahead of us. Lauber is the MVP of this fight coming up against Grim Matchstick in Fiery Folly. This is also one of the bosses that people consider to be one of the harder ones in the game. I don't think it is, but I can definitely see why. Whoops. That's a really bad start, though, because that's an easy-ass attack to avoid. I wanted the parry too badly, is the problem. So you just have to listen for the audio cue. It's a lot easier to listen for the audio cue of the tail wobbling than it is to kind of have your attention split and dart your eyes to the bottom of the screen. But yeah, that is an additional hazard that just makes dodging the meteors a little bit harder. Phase 2 is why I would say Lauber is the MVP. Because you get to hit him from the higher up clouds, which gives you more time to react to these stupid little flames jumping in what seems like completely random goddamn directions. This is, I think they are the primary reason why people find Grim Matchstick to be a hard fight. That in this phase can get rough, because you see that these flames are encased in bubbles. Yeah, and that's what happens when you burst them. They spit fire in all 4 cardinal directions. Oh, this might be a death. Lauber is also really good for this part. Never ever stand on the middle platform, because you will never go high or low with that attack. Well, I'm really lucky that killed, because I didn't leave myself any room to fall. Like, I was gonna... If that didn't kill, I was gonna fall to my death, instead of on top of a cloud. It's Grim Matchstick. Oh, we didn't... Oh, shit. We only used that one super attack, so that's only 5 bars. Damn. Grim Matchstick is a play on the name of the animator who designed Beppi Boop, by the way, Grim Natwick, who also had a stutter like Matchstick does in his death taunts. Oh, I didn't even really talk about that, did I? Well, we'll get into death and health bars and that stuff after we get our cutscene going into Inkwell Aisle 3, because we are all done with Aisle number 2. I think. Yes? Yes? It's all fine. Matchstick, Bonbon, Beppi, Wally. Who am I missing? I'm not missing anyone. No, I'm not. Okay, I got it. I forgot about someone. Unfortunately, we're not going to sit through the whole King Dice song again.
I'm Mr. King Dice. I'm the gamest in the land. I never play nice. I'm the devil's right-hand man. I can't let you pass.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to shut up to listen to it. The little mugs have some fight in them, I'll say how much. They're making mincemeat out of them debtors. See? I knew there was something special about those fellas. We get the instrumental version. Well, don't be too sure yet, boss. I think there's something fishy about those two. Don't blow your wig, Dice. If those two little finks try anything, I'll be waiting. Yeah, I thought that was... I forgot that's the cutscene between Dice and the devil. Instead of another Elder Kettle scene. So I was saving this for next time we see Elder Kettle, but we're not going to hear from him again for a little bit. So before I was talking about some Foley work that they did using porcelain cups. You know, they brought the Elder Kettle's voice to life. It's just one of the designers speaking like Simlish, like, you know, the way the Sims speak, into a pot and banging the lid around as he spoke. So, the honeybee boss. This is the other fight that I was alluding to that I think is one of the hardest in the game. These fucking triangles. Fandango loves triangles, but I hate them. Oh, that triangle attack absolutely sucks. Yeah, I think B, Beppi, and the final boss, who you might guess is the fucking devil, oh, big spoilers there, are the 3 hardest bosses. Everyone has, like, a different opinion, though. Like I said, some people think the dragon is insanely tough. Oh, we still have 2 HP. I thought I had taken an additional hit. We might do this in one shot. Which is insane, considering I think this is the boss that took me the most attempts on my first playthrough to beat. Then again, I wasn't using Lobber, which is also the MVP of this fight. Lobber is so good and so goddamn underrated, you have no idea. Lobber lets you hit such strange angles that you would not normally get to deal damage during. Chaser is also really good for this fight, by the way, for that reason. That was an A, right? We used 6 bars of super? Oh, no, we didn't. This is like a B... yeah, B minus. It was a B minus. Ha 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 ha. Absolutely awful. Rumor Honeybottoms. Let's see what the pirate has to say. Arr! Yeah, need some tips. What? Reel in them deadbeats. Yeah, not really helpful tips, especially going into the 3rd and hardest island on the game. That's gonna do it for now. We're gonna stop here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.